Long ago, the world was a very different place. People were wicked, and God saw their evil ways. He decided to start over, to cleanse the earth of its sin. But God was also merciful. He chose a righteous man named Noah to save. God spoke to Noah, telling him to build a huge ark, a giant boat. It had to be incredibly large, long enough to hold 2 of every animal on earth, male and female, along with Noah, his wife, his 3 sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. God gave Noah specific instructions. The ark had to be made of gopher wood, sealed with pitch inside and out, and divided into compartments. Noah, a man of faith, obeyed. He spent years building the ark, a monumental task that must have seemed impossible at times. He gathered the wood, shaped the planks, and meticulously followed God's instructions. He must have wondered, doubted, and perhaps even feared, but he persevered. The sight of the ark, growing steadily larger, must have been a strange and awe-inspiring spectacle in the landscape. As the ark neared completion, animals of all kinds, lions and lambs, elephants and eagles, snakes and spiders, began to arrive. How they found their way to Noah is a mystery, perhaps guided by God's unseen hand. Imagine the incredible sounds, the smells, the sheer chaos of gathering so many creatures together. Noah and his family must have worked tirelessly, organizing the animals, feeding them, and caring for their needs. Finally, the day arrived. The rain began, not a gentle shower, but a torrential downpour, a deluge unlike anything ever seen before. The rain fell for 40 days and 40 nights, flooding the earth, submerging mountains and valleys. The world, once teeming with life, was transformed into a vast, watery expanse. The wind howled, a mournful cry echoing the anxiety in Noah's heart. He surveyed the relentless rain, the rising waters already lapping at the base of the Arkansas. Noah, to his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the animals are all secured, the food stores are sufficient. This deluge, it's unlike anything we've ever witnessed. Shem, Father, all is prepared as you instructed. The animals are settled, and the supplies are plentiful. But the weight of this judgment, it bears down on us all. Ham, grumbling. I still don't understand why we had to build this colossal thing. Why couldn't God just, not flood the world? Japheth, Ham, be respectful. Father obeyed God's command. We are doing what is right, even if we don't understand the why. Noah sighs, my sons, God's judgment is just. The wickedness of humanity has reached its peak. This flood is a cleansing, a new beginning. Have faith. Days turned into weeks. The rain continued its relentless assault, the ark a bobbing island in a vast, churning ocean. Inside, the sounds of animals, the low moan of a mammoth, the chirping of birds, the roar of a lion, filled the air. Noah, to his wife, Naamah, the waters continue to rise. How are you holding up, my dear? Naamah, wiping a tear, I'm weary, Noah, but I trust in God's plan. This is a trial, but it shall pass. Shem, Father, I see a raven. It's circling the Arkansas. Noah, send it out. Let it see if the waters have begun to recede. The raven returned, but it didn't bring good news. Weeks later, Noah released a dove. Noah, to his sons, the dove returns with an olive branch. Land is near. A wave of relief washed over them. The waters began to subside slowly, agonizingly. After many more weeks, the ark finally rested on the peak of Mount Ararat. Noah, to his family, the waters have receded. God has kept his promise. It is time to leave the Arkansas. As they stepped onto solid ground, a world reborn lay before them. The air was fresh, the earth fertile. Noah offered a sacrifice to God, a gesture of gratitude. Noah, looking upon the new world, let us begin anew. Let us build a world worthy of God's grace, a world free from the wickedness that led to this devastation. Shem, we will. Father, we will. Ham, quietly, I understand now. Japheth, God's ways are mysterious, but His mercy is unending. The family began to rebuild, their hearts filled with hope and a renewed commitment to righteousness. The memory of the flood served as a constant reminder of God's power and the importance of living a life pleasing to Him. The rainbow arced across the sky, a symbol of God's covenant with Noah and all living creatures, a promise that such a devastating flood would never again engulf the earth.